Hi, I'm Jason. Welcome to my frequencies. For those who are new to this channel, I recently moved to a place called Havre in France. I did so by bicycle in a 9-day bikepacking adventure through Dorset and Hampshire on the south coast of England, followed by a 6-day ride from the ferry terminal in Le Havre to Havre itself via Paris. The video you're about to watch is day 1 of the French leg of that journey. The goal was to do 80 kilometers, which is the same as 50 miles every day for 3 days, then have a rest day in Paris, and then do another 3 days of 80 kilometers, 50 miles a day. All the nights other than the one night spent resting in Paris, I wild camped in the French countryside. So there were 4 nights where I camped in fields and forests. Why do this in February? The reason for that was that the day after I arrived in Havre, my girlfriend and I took the keys for our new home there. We got a little apartment there, and I decided that the best way, the easiest way to get my bike there was to ride it, of course. Not to mention it made for a great adventure and hopefully a good story. All the footage is from 2 GoPro type cameras, one on my helmet and one on my chest, which gives the viewer a sense of how it feels to be there doing this stuff themselves. Whether it's dodging the traffic in Paris, getting lost in the woods, living on the road on a bicycle for several days at a time, navigating around 500 kilometers of roads and woodland trails to find my way home to Havre. This isn't Hollywood. It's basically just me on my own. I film and edit everything myself. It's basically a feature-length vlog. So I'm sharing my personal thoughts and feelings as I go along. I'm sharing both the highs and lows as best as I was able to capture them. And you know the drill with YouTube. The production polish is in pretty short supply, but that's the way we like it around here, right? This isn't TV. If you enjoy the ride, you'll find a link in the description box below, which will take you to a playlist with ultimately all 6 episodes of this journey. I've currently got to the end of editing day 4, and the average length of each day is half an hour. So it is a bit of an epic. Yeah, leave me any questions or comments and I'll answer them as and when I can. Thanks for watching and enjoy.
Whereabouts are you cycling to?
I'm going to Havre, which is in Burgundy.
Oh wow!
It's going to be 6 days ride. How far are you guys going? You look like going on holiday at least.
We've got 2 little guys in the back there. We're just going to go to the Alps.
2 little guys? What, children or
yeah.
like snowmobiles or something? The Alps, yeah, nice.
Yeah, you should make one of those. Have you ever been to that mountain film festival thing?
No, I'm on YouTube.
Right.
That's it.
Good luck.
Yeah, nice to meet you guys. Have a lovely time. You know, I love things like that, little conversations, people giving you encouragement, taking an interest in what you're doing, because if it's all a reflection of us, that's the universe giving you a little pat on the back, you know, well done, you've made it this far, keep going. I think seeing as we're already in France, I'm going to ride out because what's the worst they can do? Kick me off the boat, right? It's just more cinematic that way, isn't it, really? Yeah, straight down, get off your bike, walk. Right, it's France, so we've got to stay on the right, yeah? This lane. Well, technically this is still staying in the same lane, right? Merci. Oh my god! The fuck was that? I didn't see it was a fucking curb, man. I thought it was a line.
Ah ok. Ça va trop? Ça va?
Curb.
Ça va?
I'm alright. Ah, that's ridiculous. Thank you. Thank you. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Bienvenue à France.
Ça commence bien. Allez.
So yeah, that's my ankle fucked. I thought this curb here was like a line. It was just a painted line or something, but it's actually a curb. Well, we seem to be rolling through some kind of historic Le Havre docks area. There's plenty of booby traps about, but that's how the French like to roll. They like it dangerous. So I've already fucked up my left ankle and my left knee. I imagine there's going to be a lot of crashes. I just want to say that crash wasn't due to messing with my cameras, that was the curb that did that. What happens here? I wanted to go straight on there. This doesn't look right. Right, where the hell does this bridge actually go? That's dodgy. Fucking fence in the road. Yes! The industrial wasteland. This is exactly where I needed to be. Yes, this is bicycle touring at its finest. Amazing. Oh my goodness. And we're back on the route. Man, this must be the Gilets Jaunes. Only the Gilets Jaunes would start a fucking bonfire in the middle of a roundabout, right? Can you imagine that? Whole roundabout up in flames. Le maître means the master. The master, for that is what we shall become. You know, I'm really enjoying the post-apocalyptic vibe of Le Havre. It really does feel like something terrible happened here. Route barré. Shit. Merde. I've reached the massive, whatever that is, the big road out of town, and I just overshot this turning, but now I found it. That's the news. It's going really well so far. So there's nothing else to say. Je présente la Seine, the mightiest river, I guess the mightiest river in France. And this is going to lead me 150 miles to Paris. Now, even if I didn't have the maps, the routes, I could still just follow the river. But where's the fun in that? I've plotted some absolute adventures. Okay, I see a problem here. There's a bridge, but it's got steps, and seeing as I'm disabled, got my wheelchair here, that's going to be a problem. It's got a ramp. That is awesome. Though I don't know what kind of wheelchair user could actually push themselves like that. Right, here we go. The true spirit of adventure. And now the true test. Will I ride down the other side? No, fuck that. Good job. I think we could have a major route planning error on our hands. This is the trail I wanted to follow out of town, and that just said find another way. We're going to look at this and see what else there is available. So my thinking is if I go back to where these cars are waiting for the bridge here, take a right, go under the main road, get on that yellow road. Yeah. Wrong way, down a one-way street. Google's fault. We are sure as hell not going up there because I don't give a fuck about these no entry signs, but when I see a no entry sign with a high-vis square around it, I'm taking that one seriously. Let's go up here. So I've just found the big cycle route. This is obviously the way that the town intends you to come and go by bicycle. So I've almost reached this point. I'm hoping that it's going to move me off this underneath the big road, which is there, put me on the riverside. It's not looking good down this way. Chute des pierres. Well, a pierre is a stone. I've got to be careful, there's a chute de pierre down here. But the map says this road's going to run out. I've still got to check it out. Hey, nice, they left the gate open. Massive piece of smashed glass. Okay, so we've got a major road here. It's one way. To be perfectly honest, it probably just goes straight on the big road and heads back to town. Okay, I see what I've done wrong here. I've got to double back.
Don't stay in the masquerade.
Now, although this looks like I'm going up to the main road, what it's actually going to do, I think, is let me go under or over, looks like over to be honest, over the main road. So this is my planned route. Back on the purple line, which is great, but this route wasn't marked, it wasn't advertised for bicycles. And although I was following that major cycle route out of town, which surely would be the main road to follow the main road, you know, the main motorway, and this looks like some kind of access service road, so we'll see if I get stopped and I have to negotiate in French. Je suis perdu, I am lost. Well, on the plus side, he didn't stop his van and pull me over. Just get rid of that tag. Don't want anyone to think I'm a tourist. Ah, just the job. Everything we need in a field. Praise jar. I was pretty tired at the end of yesterday when I got to Portsmouth. When I got on the boat, I was absolutely knackered. It didn't help that obviously I had to wait until 11 to get on the boat. I was pretty much straight in the cabin. I'd say it was a pretty rough crossing. I mean, it was a big boat, but it was rolling like crazy, and obviously they design it so the beds are across the boat, so as the boat's rolling side to side, you're sort of going feet down, head down, feet down, which is probably better than rolling sideways out of the bed. So appreciate that design feature of the boat, but it did take me a while to get off to sleep. And with that added bonus of falling off this morning and kind of, I've definitely got a bruise in my left thigh. It's one of those things that's like, if it stays stationary, it's going to get worse, you know, it's going to seize up. Which is kind of convenient that I'm on a bicycle tour, because it means there's not going to be much stationary time for my legs. Hello there! No, nothing. I'm on the tarmac. I can easily average 20 kilometers an hour back on that gravel stuff, especially with the big, the potholes, the puddles and that. It was more like 10. And I feel like I could do this all day, 20 kilometers an hour. So that's my speed, 12 miles an hour. And just doing some rough maths on here, I've got 36k on this route. And after that, I've got another 11k to do. So what's that? That's 47 kilometers at 20k. That's what I'm going to work out next. That's only, what's that? That can't be right. That's 2.5 hours. Doesn't sound right. I must have come a long way already. Yeah, don't quote me on any of those numbers. I'll put it on the screen. I'll put the reality of the situation on the screen once I've edited this video and worked it out. Okay, we've escaped the industrial wasteland and got off the main road. We've actually turned north away from La Seine, and I think we're going to turn right up here, yeah, and get up into this slightly more hilly looking area. Il y a beaucoup de maisons dans cette ville, mais il n'est pas un supermarché. This place is a real ghost town. I wonder if they all left because of the heavy industry on their doorstep. Ah, it's the first bit of really historical stuff I've seen. It's a war memorial, predictably. So, just climbed this bitch of a hill up out of whatever this place is. I don't know how much of this the drifter's going to pick up, but you know, there's like a smokestack. There's smokestacks everywhere. Two of them have got fire coming out. It's like fucking Blade Runner over there. You know, the bridge, Le Pont de Normandie, over in the distance. I'm not sure if you're going to see that. You know, it's quite a vista, but at the same time, it's just really sad that humans just take up so much space, don't we? It looks to me like that rural diversion is done and we're descending back down to the river level again. This could be quite interesting. This is why I've got really good brakes on this bike. Oh yes, motherfuckers. Woo! Not too quick though, right? Because we've got a lot of weight on here. This is awesome. Fucking awesome. Yes. Oh my God. Wet as well, nice. Feels like freedom to me! Wow, I've got some kind of wall ride type thing going on here. Look at that, amazing. Yes! Bit of brakes there, look at that. That was awesome. Well, I hope you're having as much fun watching this as I am making it. And I suppose I should check in with my future self. I hope you're not having too hard a job editing this thing together, mate, because this is going to be a pretty monster edit. What's my GoPro saying here? 52 clips, probably at least the same on the drift on top of my head, plus whatever I shot yesterday. It's a lot of editing to do. And you know, the trip has officially begun now. We're on day one of 6 days of riding, plus a bit of buggering about in Paris in the middle. So I'm going to be editing this together for a month, I reckon. That's what I'm looking for, the cocky market, but obviously it's shut, so I think I'm screwed. There's another one, closed between 1 and 2:30. Got a patisserie. I don't think they sell anything, literally nothing I want to eat in a patisserie. I'll have to adapt to French culture, see? I mean, even as far as churches go, that's a real attention grabber, isn't it? The front of that one. Aha, we found the supermarket. Gotta say, this does not look good at all. It does appear to be some kind of confusion at the door there. There's two people trying to get out. Two people trying to get in. 888. It's a good one. Bonjour.
Vous êtes en vacances?
En vacances, j'habite dans France maintenant.
Ouais.
À Vallon, en Bourgogne.
Oh, c'est loin.
Ouais.
Qu'est-ce que vous venez faire en Normandie?
Normandie.
Ouais. Un little trip? Une petite trip?
Ouais. Vélo. Fais de vélo.
Bon, maintenant.
Right, the oranges look a bit dusty. The bananas are in a bag. Oh my God, they've got ripe bananas as well. Yeah, man, yeah. Pardon? Bon après-midi! Oh my God, my legs hurt. They really, truly do. Je mange les épinards, des tomates, des figues et des bananes. C'est un bon goûter. I could get used to this as a lifestyle. This is pretty awesome, actually. So we've turned away from the Seine again. Right, well I just climbed the wrong hill, didn't I? I know one thing, I'm going to be fit by the end of this trip. Il y a 2 vaches dans le champ. Well, none of these diggers were on Google Maps. Oh, it's nice, they left a little way around the edge for me. Little status update. I've got 14 kilometers left to do today, and that's going to put me in a little forest just on the outskirts of Rouen, which is a pretty big town, which I'm going to go and check out first thing in the morning. Sunset is in an hour and 40 minutes, so even though I've just gone off road and I'm down to, well, fucking hell, I'm not even trying, I'm doing 13, 14k, so I should get there to wherever I'm going to camp. Really perfect timing to cook and eat as soon as I arrive, and then it'll be about dusk and I'll put the tent up, and somewhere like this is prime territory. My little one-man camo tent blends into this stuff like nobody's business. But I am going to leave this wood that I'm in now, go through a town. I think I'm going to see the river one more time and then go into the woods where I'm going to be staying, but it's much the same as this, I think. Right, we've now got another significant descent. We're going back to river level. You might just be able to make the river out in the distance there, just the end of that field. And I think that hill behind the river, I think that's where I'm camping. So I've got to get down to the river, get some supplies, just a little bit of food for dinner, and then probably climb up another massive hill into the woods. But it's not far, you know. I've got 12k left to do today. Got a hairpin bend. What the hell does that say? Right, what should we do here? Straight on, I think. Yeah. Allez, that's why I'm on a mountain bike. Right, we need to find some food. Boucherie, charcuterie, that's not my style. Let's go down here. We're in La Ville de Duclair. They got war memorials too. Everyone's got war memorials. Bibliothèque, which is the French for library. And do you know what the word library means in French? Bookshop. Excuse-moi, monsieur. Est-ce qu'il y a un supermarché dans cette ville?
Dans le bout.
Dans le bout.
Au feu, au feu.
Au feu?
Au feu, à gauche.
À gauche. Merci. So, Mr. Tanker Man, he's going to turn into this garage to deliver his petrol. When he does that, I don't know if I can do this. Textbook! See? Textbook, right. And now what the fella in the garage said was au feu, at the lights. Feu means fire, and that also means traffic lights. À gauche, go left. He seemed to think it was up here. Oh well, let's give the old centre-ville a look. Bar to back. Someone there trying to demolish some motorcycles. Pharmacie, that's a pharmacy. Madame, excuse-moi. Est-ce qu'il y a un supermarché dans cette ville?
Non.
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 Straight up non.
Non.
Pour la nourriture. Un
Bah,
magasin pour la
petite
nourriture.
épicerie, là, par là.
Pâtisserie.
Non, épicerie.
Épicerie.
Épicerie, là, dans la rue là.
Dans la rue là?
Oui.
Merci. Okay, we'll go and look for the épicerie. Boulangerie, pâtisserie. Boulangerie, pâtisserie, are you kidding me? C'est l'épicerie. Just got myself a Fibonacci spiral fruit, one of these things, Romanesco, whatever it's called, broccoli. She's got a bit of extra weight on board, so we're going to take that bit off. So I think we learnt a new word there. Épicerie is a greengrocer. Sun has set, or just about, and I've still got 5.7k left to do. So I've lost a bit of time messing about making YouTube videos, as I always do, and looking for the épicerie in Duclair. But I believe that wood on the hill on the horizon is where I'm camping tonight, so as tactical camper would say, happy days. This is the last little town we're going to see today, and this is the start of the final climb. We're away from the main road. We've got less than 1.5 kilometers to do. It's just after sunset. This is probably going to be fine. Home sweet home. Very similar to my former home, in fact. Got a slight problem here, in the sense that the trail is underwater. I need to backtrack a few meters. Well, this is it. This is the end of day one. I'm just going to look for a spot. There's some pretty flat areas there, over here as well, so I'm going to try and find somewhere that I can put the tent down without any spikes in the bottom of it. Something grassy over here. It's a bit close to the track. I might explore off into the woods a little bit. That's it. That was 80 kilometers or 50 miles with a couple of big climbs, but predominantly flat following the river. And I think that's what every day is going to be really on the way to Paris. Predominantly flat with the occasional diversion from the river, which includes a couple of small climbs. It is not that cold. I don't know if it's just because I've only just stopped, but it really doesn't feel that cold. The best thing about that is that I'm not in a rush to cook and then get in my tent. Although I'm saying this, as soon as the sky is like truly dark, it's going to get a lot colder, isn't it? So I should still get a move on. It's just like here. It's a bit grassy, but a bit lumpy. There's a true field over there. I could just go over there maybe. So I've had a bit of an explosion of the seed mix, or whatever the hell that is. Some liquid as well, so I've been sorting everything out, cleaning everything up. Food's looking alright, the old Fibonacci fruit. Got some onion in there as well. Just completely steamed up the camera lens. And now the pièce de résistance, the mystery spice mix, which is a little bit of everything that we could find in the old kitchen. Mostly turmeric and salt, I think. So I ended up adding some spinach and a bit of hemp powder, just for a bit of colour. It's actually really nice. And I've sorted out my kitchen. I've got everything clean and dry in there. And the stuff that I can't clean is just in there, and it's also like a bin bag as well. You know, if you've made it this far, thanks for being a hardcore viewer. I would imagine this has been probably a pretty long video. I'll show you the camp set up, where I put the tent, and how that all works in the morning. Because like I say, this video's probably run on a bit now, and you know, tomorrow I'm going to do less filming. I think that's the plan, at least. And then day 3 will be the one into Paris. I'll do quite a lot of filming then. That's going to be quite exciting, I would imagine. Coming from the woods into the city, crossing the city. But let's not get ahead of ourselves let's continue eating, and then get an early night, because it's probably only about 6 p.m. and I didn't get to bed until after 11 last night, so I've got some sleep to catch up on. Thanks again for watching. Good night.